We got the big fella. We got the I wish I could say he's the biggest man in Philadelphia right now, but I think that's Jordan Mailata. Have you met Jordan Mailata yet, dude?
Of course, man. I met him. He's crazy in ping pong. I'm kind of scared to go up against him, but
you guys play ping pong together? Haven't yet?
Nah, I haven't played against him yet. I'm still like learning the ropes of ping pong.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to make sure, I'm somewhat good before I start playing actual people.
Yeah,
so,
dude.
I'm just like, I took the little table up and play by myself and make sure I'm straight.
This guy's playing wall ball before he rolls out the ball against somebody. Yeah, I love this attitude. And you and Jordan Mailata, it's a major like get out of the way situation if you guys are playing ping pong together. You guys should stream that game, honestly. I think the whole country would watch you guys playing ping pong.
Hey, I think they said somebody on Twitter was like, we got to get a Jordan versus Jordan one-on-one board drill.
Yes.
I was like, man, the earth might collapse if that
might collapse, dude. There's some rooms in NovaCare that you shouldn't do that in. I don't know about the floors and the ceilings and all that stuff. Hey, dude, you're into Greek mythology. Did you know that one of Zeus's symbols is an eagle?
Yeah.
He's like, hell yeah, I knew that. You thought about that when the Eagles drafted you?
Lord of the skies, man. Come on now.
Hey. He knows his stuff.
Poseidon is a horse. So like,
he's got it all. Okay. All right, that's good. Why are you so into Greek mythology?
It was like the books I was reading. Like growing up as a kid, you wanted something engaging. You wanted something that can take your mind away. And books was a great way to escape. And so I crack open a book, and it was one of the Percy Jackson series. And then I just kind of got into it, and I was like, man, like, this is dope. Like, I love it.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite Greek god out of the 12? Supposedly 12 of them are the main ones, gods and goddesses?
I say out of the main 12, I would say definitely Ares, God of War.
Yeah.
Just because I was a huge God of War fan growing up. I think that's kind of what pushed me into, like, Greek mythology, too.
Yeah.
The game God of War with Kratos and all
the game.
That. Yeah. So I was a huge fan of that. And then I would say outside of the Big 12, I was more of a Hypnos kind of guy, the god of sleep.
Yeah.
Just, it's just like little things here and there, little tidbits. It's funny how like people use that to explain what happened in the world and stuff like that.
So Ares, from what I understand, I haven't seen the movie, Ares lost the big game though. Didn't he lose the Trojan War?
I want to say he did. In the game, he lost, and he had to turn over his title to Kratos.
Yeah.
Kratos was the new crown king.
That's a problem. Ares you can't lose the big game. We were going through and naming NFL players as Greek gods, and we just stuck with the Greek gods. Do you have any idea who would be Zeus if it wasn't you? Do you have a Zeus in the NFL that you think of should be Zeus?
Man, probably Tom Brady, man. I feel like he's the face of it, man. Like you bring up Tom Brady, you call him consider one of the GOATs. So like I would say current players right now, Tom Brady.
I had Tom Brady as Apollo because he's the god of male beauty. The guy likes to take care of his face. He's probably got all types of, products and shit that he uses. Archery, so he's real accurate, right? And then healing, because he's got the TB12 system and he's got all that regenerative stuff. So we could do a whole pod on mythology, bro. I'm into this. So
hey, man, this might be a two-parter. Right?
Yeah, this could be a two-parter. We'll get you back for the mythology thing. A couple questions, man. Like you just got to Philly probably in the last month or so. Like since I retired, I don't really pay attention to the OTA schedule. It's kind of nice, or rookie mini camps or anything. But did you got a first purchase or anything, man? Like, are you like, hey, this is the first thing I was going to buy when I signed my NFL deal?
I'm currently looking for a place now.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's very hard. It's coming from, college. It's like, you can sign up for an apartment and it's like, you're leasing your kid, basically.
Yeah.
But coming here and then signing the contract, it's kind of like all the adult responsibilities is like pushed upon you.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, man, I got to get a car. I got to get a spot. Like, like Georgia, Athens, I was like 10-minute commute. And that was probably the furthest, like, that you could live with the easiest commute. But now it's like, man, like if I stay in Jersey, I got to pay a toll every time I come into Philly.
Yeah.
And I have to have a commute, traffic.
Ooh, the toll thing got me when I was in Philly, dude. I just had to eat so many tickets.
Gotta get that easy pass.
Gotta get the easy pass, man.
Yeah, I tell you what, the biggest culture shock for me was the no turn on red. Coming from the South, you pull up to a light and you can make a right turn and you're like, all right, boom, I keep pushing. But it's like, man, like you just sit here and
that's a silly thing.
not to incriminate myself or anything, but like I made a couple mistakes. You know, I turned right on red and I'm like, ooh, I just see the
Hell
sign.
yeah,
like,
dude. And then you go to Jersey, and in New Jersey, they have all these roundabout turns.
The jug handles, no
bro.
left-hand turns.
Bro, the jug handles break my brain, dude.
If you miss a turn, you have to go at least like a half a mile to hit that jug handle to get all the way.
And
turn
then the
back
other
around.
problem that he's probably going to have to deal with, I don't know if you've dealt with it already. My wife is from South Jersey, so when I go to visit her, we'd pull over for gas, and I get yelled at all the time because I like to pump my own gas. I'm from the South as well. I'm not from dudes will really get on your ass about pumping gas. Like they want to pump your gas. The attendant pumps your gas in Jersey.
I had a college roommate, D. Carter.
Oh, Darnell.
He did not know how to pump gas.
Yeah, dude, because he's from New Jersey.
He was not allowed to get out the car.
They don't know how to turn right on red. They don't know how to. Yeah, it's crazy. So Jordan's got. How about cheesesteak? Have you had one yet?
I had a few.
Yes, that's so good.
I would say I had one. The facility, amazing cooks. I'm sure you know.
They're the best. Yeah.
I would say the facility's cheesesteak is the best.
Yeah, really? Wow.
It's only an exclusive club that can have it. So it's like, man, like, if you're in the building, I would say that's the best kept secret of Philly. Facility cheesesteaks. If you have a connect in the building, man, it's insane. And they only made it once, but I would say like outside, I had Tony Luke's.
Yeah.
I had D'Alessandro's.
Yep.
And that's the only two I had. And that was like, and then I had to try Jim's. I heard a lot of people talking about Jim's and Geno's.
Yeah, those are like the real chalky 1 and 2. I'm gonna admit something. I've admitted it before. I still haven't had a cheesesteak in Philly. I was there 2 years. We won a Super Bowl, the whole thing. But I just never, because for me, I was 33 years old. If I ate a cheesesteak at 1 a.m, my metabolism is not taking care of that, Jordan. Like the next day, I'm gonna wake up with the love handles and the whole thing, and then I look shitty in my jersey and all that. So I haven't had a cheesesteak in Philly yet. So when I come up there, by that time, I think you're going to have enough cheesesteaks. We could share a cheesesteak. You could show me with the best one you found outside the facility. How about that?
Definitely.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, so 99 versus 90. You were 99 at Georgia. Now you're 90. I know a lot goes into picking a number. My rookie year, I had to wear a hideous number, 72. You know? Top 5 pick, I got to wear 72 because all the numbers, so many vets back in the day, and they were all taken. So what went into your process? Was it Fletcher Cox saying you got to have number 90 and sit your ass right next to me in the locker room? I'm taking you under my wing. Or was it like free will? I just need 90. I need a fresh start.
I got drafted. I came for the little draft presser and everything.
Yeah.
And they already had a jersey made, and it was just number 90. And I was like, I guess we kind of already got it figured out for me. So I just took it and ran with it. And I guess my mindset now is like, obviously 99 is retired. But I just found it as a great opportunity to carve my own path again, do things differently as though I'm still going to be me, but it's time to make a name for myself in Philly. You can't really hold on to the past. And although my time at Georgia was amazing, beautiful, it's time to create a new legacy. So that's what kind of went into number 90. And I think that's why I came to grips with it and accepted it.
That's really cool, especially because of, 99, not having a choice, and some of the great D linemen that played there, the history that you're going to see, like, with those early 90s Eagles D-lines are incredible.
I know the organization loves that. That's like a guy that comes in and you're a first-round guy. Yeah. You're not bitching about your number or wanting things, and you're just accepting it. I think that's great.
It's a good sign.
And you're going to make the number anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
That would be a positive. Like if I asked him that question at the combine and he answered, "No, I'll just take whatever number." I'd be like, "Oh, this kid's easy."
Yep.
So did you get any weird questions at the combine? Is that a tough process these days?
I would say me, per se, it was pretty simple. I kind of heard every question under the sun, so it wasn't really like kind of came out and like I prepared for it. Like,
so how does that prep go now? Like, how do they prep you now?
They literally have somebody that like worked in the NFL. I would say, I guess it's different for every agency, but my agency, they had somebody that was like inside and they worked like for like 16, 20 plus years. Yeah. And so they just asked me questions and I answered it. And, honestly, the biggest thing is just telling the truth. I mean, like, they already know about you. They're asking you for a reason.
Right.
So, it's no reason to lie. So I'm like, man, I'm an open book. You have to be an open book because, it's an investment. They're trying to see what they're getting. I just, took it in stride, He went through it. Obviously the on-field workouts was probably the easiest part of the combine. Yeah. Just, tore it up and did what I did.
How much did you have to come down from your season weight, or did you, to make weight for the combine? Because, weight, I feel like it's something that people obsess over, but everybody has the right weight for them. And nobody that's telling you what you should weigh knows what the fuck that is. I don't think it's fair to kids to be like, you have to be this weight. How hard was it to get it down for the combine if you did? And how do you feel about weight? And how do you feel about being a 3-down player? Because I think you're going to be a 3-down player, in my opinion.
Weight, for me, per se, I would say my focus was just getting down to a healthy body comp level.
Yeah.
In the combine, I want to make sure I looked good and felt good at the same time. The numbers are going to be the numbers, but I just want to make sure like my body was tight, my body was toned, fit, and I was just really working on the body ratio, the muscle ratio. So that was the biggest emphasis that I had. And, as you go along and you burn fat, obviously the weight's going to go down. So I would say I played the season kind of like in a 350-ish zone, and then I weighed in the combine like 341. So although it was only 10 pounds, it was like, you lose weight, but you also losing fat and gaining muscle. And, muscle outweighs fat. So it's a lot of numbers
exactly,
to play with, a lot of sliding scales. Yeah. So it's really just one of those things. You just like a sliding scale. It's more about the body comp and just making sure that you're healthy enough to play and, to be that 3-down player.
Yeah.
That was my emphasis in the off season. So, I've been training with a lot of people, Chuck Smith, because at Georgia, they didn't ask me.
Yeah.
They didn't ask me to be a 3-down player. I was the guy to get them third down.
Right.
And here, I have a different role. I embrace that role. Yeah. I'm just learning under the greats because, obviously you got Javon Hargrave, Fletcher Cox, Milton Williams, who was a stud last year.
Yeah, he's a beast, dude. Yeah, Milton's a beast. Yeah.
So, like, all those guys, I'm just taking bits and pieces and, just learning the ropes. And obviously, I know they have faith in me. I just got to go out and prove it. So, it's like being a freshman all over again in college, but it's just a different stage. It's a different ball game. Everybody's at the same level of separation is really the fundamentals. So, just learning.
Do me a favor. Don't let Fletcher Cox make you carry his helmet. Okay.
I got rookie duties, man. I got to do that. I've been looking forward to it.
I saw you said, give me your credit card, and say, Fletch, C-Long said, don't fuck with me, man. Hey, last question. You were sitting around for a while. I feel like we all had a feeling the Eagles would grab you. Do you think you were the best player in that draft? Is there a part of you that's like, man, I really deserve to go in the top 5? Are you just happy where everything happens for a reason and you're in a great football city now? Like, what's your whole attitude and what was it like that day?
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that, everything happens for a reason. I got picked where I got picked. I got picked where I got picked. And, I'm just grateful. At the end of the day, I'm just grateful for everything. I could have been anywhere in this world doing whatever, but I'm here in Philadelphia playing football. And, the fact that they traded up for me just shows how much they really care, how much they see in me.
Yeah.
And so, that's a lot of pressure I put on myself. And then I just got to show it and prove it, make sure that, I'm worth it, because at the end of the day, I believe I am worth it. And I just want to give everything I got in Philadelphia, just like I did at Georgia.
They're going to love you, man. They're going to love you. And I can't wait to get up there and get that cheesesteak, hopefully. But,
for sure.
Dude, best of luck to you. I'm so excited for you. You're going to look great in 90. Go get it, man. And don't be carrying his helmet. All right.
For sure. Go Birds, man. I'll talk to y'all later, man.
See you, buddy. Yeah, Philly. See you, bud. Listen to the full podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other podcast streaming platforms. Wherever you want to get the podcast, you can get the podcast. Pretty simple. New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Podcasts get pretty wild. This is real tame.